Oh, hey, you guys, I didn't see you there. I was just playing with my tiny imaginary jump rope. Don't tell Allison, but it's just a piece of string. Psst. I heard that. Psst. Who says psst? Psst. I do psst. Hey, you guys. Psst. Sorry, having a meltdown. Hello. Welcome to Daily Alison. I'm Allison. This is less than daily, but I have been putting up a video of some sort every day at the very least, because now I've started doing those live shows on Ustream. But then I still do the Daily Alison sometimes, and so I'm confused about what like my plan is here. You're catching me in a transitional time. You've called me at a bad moment, or caught me really at a bad moment. I turned on the camera at a bad moment. I'm gonna have to get back to myself. Also, if you missed my stand-up show at Comic Strip Live recently, and it's quite possible you missed that, especially if you don't live in New York, then good news for you, because I have uploaded a couple clips from that on YouTube, so you can find them, and then please love them, and if you don't love them, please find a way to love them. I personally believe there's not just one funny clip out there for every single person. There's a multitude of them, and pretty much you can learn to love anything that I do. So please try. Hello. How are you guys doing? As you well know, if you follow me at all, my parents were in town making me like the human equivalent of veal. And by that I just mean like weak but adorable, you know. And now they're gone, and so I have to grow up again and do things myself, and I've become all dependent. Like, for example, this string right here, this I got from their hotel room. It was wrapping something. I didn't even procure my own string. Anyway, I have many important things to talk to you guys about. I even made a list. And when I say important, I mean important to me. This is the wrong list. Oh wait, no, here's the right list. Oh yes. I'd like to begin by telling you guys that I went to Trader Joe's yesterday. Now, a lot of my stories begin with I went to Trader Joe's, and for a while I was feeling a little sheepish about it, like trying to pretend that maybe I don't go to Trader Joe's every day, and that maybe it's just a coincidence, like, oh, I forgot something. Here's the situation. I am freelance right now, which means my life lacks structure. For example, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't feel like taking a shower yet. I'm just going to sit around. And just today I thought I really need to really be a little more rigorous with my scheduling of these showers in the morning, because otherwise I waste half the day. But that's not important. What's important is that Trader Joe's is just far enough so that if I walk there, I feel like I've really done something with my day, and it's good exercise. And I just like Trader Joe's because something ridiculous always happens there. So I've talked before about how I think they have a policy where they have to make annoying chit chat with you, and I don't need extra chit chat in my day. I'm a chatty person. I'm good with, you know, unless you're an attractive man who I am interested in, or you're a puppy or a duckling, I don't really need to do all that. However, side note, if you happen to recognize me in public, please talk to me, because I get recognized very rarely, and sometimes I don't even think I exist. Okay, back to Trader Joe's though. So the line is this whole like big production, and it's a really long line, and there's a guy standing there who's like, okay, you. It's sort of like getting into a nightclub. And so I'm standing in the 12 items or less line, because since I go every day, I only have to buy a couple items. And then there's another guy standing in the regular line, and so the guy who's in charge of the line turns to me and he says, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And I'm like, "Good," with my "don't talk to me more, please" face. And then he goes, "I like your hair." Usually that would make me melt, but I'm immune to this type of stuff, you know. He's like, "I like your hair." I'm like, "Thanks." He's like, "It goes really well with your jacket." I'm like, "Thank you." So then, realizing he's not getting anywhere with me, he turns to the hipster guy to my right and he goes, "Hello, how are you doing today?" And the guy, like, before the Trader Joe's employee even finishes the sentence, the guy goes, I'm doing very well today, and how are you? Like as if he'd been practicing for his moment to interact with Mr. Trader Joe's, and so then they start having a conversation, and then I'm like, wait a minute. He was like, he had his response and his cheery good nature on deck. He was ready for this. And then I started imagining a scenario where what if I started trying to compete with him to be more genial with the Trader Joe's employee, and then like all this funny stuff was happening in my head, the voices. But then it was my turn to check out. So that's what happened at Trader Joe's. I have another topic to discuss, also involving Trader Joe's, and it is that I bought, and I blogged about the fact that I bought a spaghetti squash, and then everyone was like, that's not a big deal, cooking it is the big deal, but I want you guys to know that I did cook it last night, and it was a real pain in the butt, and I cut my thumb, but I figure that's just a small injury compared to what could have happened, which is that I could have like cut my whole hand off. And I have a picture of my spaghetti squash, so I'm going to just put that in right here. Take a look at it. Nice, right? And also, my battle with the spaghetti squash was like something straight out of Moby Dick. It was like Moby Squash. And I won, and I'm a changed person for it. A couple more little things that I wanted to tell you, and they're important. They involve my hair dryers. And I have a question for you guys about hair dryers. No, about product. Okay, here's the deal. This one on the right is super expensive. And this one on the left is not expensive. And my friend Trevor was here, and he used this one. He's like, Allison, I don't like, he didn't know it was super expensive, but not that it would matter. He's like, Allison, I don't like your hair dryer. I don't approve. And I said, no, you don't understand, it's ionic. As I'm saying it, thinking, so fucking what? What does that mean even, you know? And he's like, I don't care, it doesn't work well. And I said, no, it gets super hot, it just doesn't blow hard. And the thing is that I don't know why that's good though. Whereas this one is also ionic. Again, I don't know why it's good. And it dries your hair faster. But when my parents were in town, I was at their hotel, and I used the cheapo hairdryer at the hotel, and it blew my hair dry like that. So, here's my question for you guys. Are there examples of things that you use where there is a more expensive version that everyone says is better, but you use the cheap one and think it is more effective? And then lastly, and most importantly, my left thumbnail lately is like always dirty. Not even like, just is always dirty. Not right now because I just took a shower, but I don't understand why this is happening. I feel like I'm in 3rd grade. And clearly, I must be touching something repeatedly, like a pile of dirt, but I can't figure out what it is. It's a mystery. I think this is going to be an ongoing mystery, so I just want to introduce it right now because I think we're going to have to chart the mystery of my dirty fingernail over the course of a series of episodes. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will be inspired to go out and perhaps buy a squash. If you do, be careful with your thumb because they're dangerous. I love you guys. Please tune into my Ustream show, which is not yet on a schedule, but it's neat because we can interact. And it's fun. This is the universal sign for interacting. We can interact over here. Sometimes when angels sing, it sounds like interaction. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye now. Love you guys.